There are a lot of narratives about who our country is and what our country has been. There have always been people in the United States who have been harmed and oppressed and left out. That has been and is the reality for a lot of people already. There are people who are very scared, rightfully so. And what we see right now in our country is that the number of people who feel that way is growing rapidly. That's not the vision of our country. It's not the vision of our faith traditions. And so we have to intervene.
Some of the most powerful movements that have happened is when the different faith communities bring their wisdom, bring their base of spirituality into a common space. Honestly, that's what faith in public life is.
Our organization really focuses on bringing together really influential faith leaders to think about the story and the narrative that we have in our country about what it means to belong to each other, what it means to have a healthy democracy, why it's important for diversity to thrive, and even in the midst of that diversity, how do we create space where everybody feels like they belong and they know for certain that their human rights are sacred. So we have faith leaders from across a bunch of different religions and faith traditions and wisdom traditions who are working together to influence our decision makers and our society and change the story about how we relate to one another. They call people, they pray together, visit legislators. They work together to make our country better. So if we're truly talking about creating opportunities and solutions that allow people to be our full, authentic selves, we must incorporate opportunities for spirituality and for faith to be expressed.
It is about liberating people regardless of their age, regardless of their sexual orientation, and regardless of their race. In other words, you can have a difference with people, but you gotta love your neighbors.
At the end of the day, you're human. At the end of the day, God created all of us, right? And I connect to your humanity. I connect to your spirituality because we're made from the same spirit.
The book of Deuteronomy and the Hebrew Bible says, tzedek, tzedek, tirdof, justice, justice shall you pursue.
I'm a practicing Roman Catholic. I am motivated by my faith for everything that I do. I see a core value and a core commandment, which is to love one another. It's creating this space for people to see and hear themselves reflected more fully in society, and then giving them the courage to speak out. In the 2022 election, we deployed dozens of clergy to polling places all over Ohio, Georgia, and Florida. And in some of those places, there were incidents of violence that were being reported, and we were able to support de-escalation. We want people to know that they are loved, to know that they belong, to know that their human rights are sacred in this society, and to know that they have every opportunity and real access and potential to thrive in this society.